want all of you fucking marks out there to always keep it kinky.
What is up, all you fucking marks? Welcome to another episode of Freebird Rules. Let's just get into this, okay? Because we were all talking beforehand, and we got real deep into it. So we got to bring it on here. We were talking about reality TV. As I'm sure there's going to be somebody who's watching this, who's been watching Love is Blind.
Right.
And I was telling the boys here about how I do not watch reality TV because I hate it. But my wife's one request for Valentine's Day was that I watch this stupid show with her. And it got me invested. And now I'm in. So we were having a nice little conversation here about reality TV. So, Con, let's talk about what you and Sheila like again now.
So, Sheila and I...
You hear that in the background. You already know it's going to be bad.
So, me and her... I was with you for a long time, you know what I mean? Like, it's bullshit. We know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
But since me and her gotten together, it's like the shittier the show, like the worse the fucking people on the show, the better for us. So, and she did not see a lot of well, let me back up. The reality, when reality show was like popping the fuck off, like in the early 2000s, you know what I mean? Like the Flavor of Loves, the Rock of Loves and shit. Did you watch any of that?
I did watch Flavor of Love, yes.
That's the best one.
Yeah. So I watched. That's what started it all, bro.
That's what started it all.
Well, actually, let me tell you how deep it goes for me. Let me tell you how deep it goes for me. Okay. It was actually before that, for real. It was Flavor of Love did a show before that where he was with I don't even know the name of this bitch. This like old
New York?
No, it wasn't New York. It wasn't New York.
It was before that? Okay.
This tall white lady.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Remember her name was like Bridget or some shit. It started with that. Oh, it was called Strange Love. And it was like Flavor Flav, and I don't know who she was, bro. She might have been a model or some shit. But like he was just with this like tall white lady, and it was just a reality show about their relationship. And then that shit finished, and then we got Flavor Love. Excuse me. Then there was like
Charm School.
Well, hold on, because there was also goddamn. Because there was a show.
Sheila's going down the fucking list in her head.
I got her hit.
Of the past 20 years.
I'm walking you down the timeline.
I didn't watch that stuff growing up at
Hold
all.
on. Sorry. Let me walk you down the timeline. So there was, you remember how did y'all watch The Real World at all?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you remember how after The Real World they do that one where they're competing for money or some shit?
Yep.
So VH1 was doing the same shit with their reality shows. They just take all the people from different reality shows and then put them in a competition show called I Love Money. And then there was this other one called it was called Surreal House or some shit. I don't remember. But if we to get back to it, I've seen most of the reality TV shows. There's a lot I didn't see. I never watched Rock of Love. That just never really piqued my interest. But yeah. I watched Flavor of Love. And to keep it a buck, I actually missed out on For the Love of Ray J wave too. Low key, Ray J is what started it all. But that's another conversation. But when I met Sheila, she didn't see none of that shit. She didn't see. I don't think you saw Jersey Shore.
No, I barely watched.
I don't think. I love Jersey Shore. When I saw that all they were doing was just beating the shit out of each other every episode, I was sold. So she never seen none of that, right? And when we got our first apartment, it was me, her, and my younger sister. And we seen all that shit. So when she told us, I've never seen that, we were like, well, you gotta watch it. And shouts out Hulu. Hulu had all that shit. So we showed her Flavor of Love. I think we showed her both seasons. Well, there's 3, but we showed her 2. There's Charm School, which I think that was her favorite.
That was my favorite.
What else did we watch?
These girls were dumb as hell. That was my favorite.
What else did we watch? I felt it was just those 3.
We tried to start watching Rock of Love.
We couldn't do Rock of Love.
We revisited Jersey Shore all the way to when they went
Dwight.
We did Jersey Shore all the way till when they went to Italy.
Yep. And then we started. That's when we started messing around with Audra and Ethan, and they started to come.
Yeah.
And they recommended Self Manor.
Mm-hmm. Isn't there an Alabama Shore or something? Alabama Jersey Shore.
We almost started.
We tried Floribama Shore.
Okay.
It's bad.
It's not good bad. It's like hard to watch bad.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
cringy bad.
Yeah, it's
like
cringy.
they're all like falling over each other and like pretending to be like really good friends. And
It's
just
cringy,
so
bro.
cringy.
It's not
so
funny.
bad.
It's cringy, but it's not funny.
Nick, what about you? What are you watching reality wise?
So we did all have a group thing, like me, Con, Sheila, my wife, and then all of our friends. We all would watch different reality shows. We did MILF Manor. We did
Group Hotel.
Group Hotel.
That one was nutty, but like it wasn't as crazy as fucking
Group
MILF
Hotel
Manor.
was the more tasteful between
Absolutely.
MILF
MILF Manor
and,
definitely felt like
MILF Manor was
definitely
gross.
felt like watching incest.
MILF Manor was gross.
Yeah, it was weird, bro.
disgusting.
And then, but I started watching like reality. I did watch Flavor Flav like when it was coming out. I did watch Jersey Shore. Like I waited to like every Thursday to watch Jersey Shore. Like I was big into Jersey Shore. And we started watching that as a group as well. But I the same. I like watching the stuff strictly to be judgmental. Like that's my fan experience to do that is to watch it.
Let's go, Nick.
That's my shit. So like I can only do it for a certain amount of time before it kind of gets annoying to me. But like we did it for a brick. Like we made it a thing. It was like every Tuesday or something that. Like all of us we go every and like we sit there and watch for like an hour, watch a couple episodes. But yeah, that I remember definitely watching Jersey Shore. Actually, like we were watching Jersey Shore. I was gonna tell us to stop because when Ron and Sammy get to a certain point, it's just so toxic to me that it's hard to watch. And I can't do it.
That as a kid too, like how bad their relationship was until I started having toxic relationships.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
I think about that too, because after we talked about this a little bit beforehand, and then I was like, Maury was my shit, right? I even have I have a fucking Maury Show board game. Okay, that's how much I love Maury. Yes, there's a board game out there.
He's Maury.
Well, he's not dead. The show is over, but he's not dead. Yeah, Jerry Springer's dead. Yeah,
my bad.
But that was over the top. That was.
But that's. I think about first off. Yeah, Maury's got a board game, bro.
What? Hold on.
Okay.
Walk me through that.
Okay, so here's the premise, right?
Okay.
Here's the premise. There's a board, right? Obviously, and then you get these little, whatever you want to call them. You got to pick a piece, like in Monopoly or whatever, and then you got a bunch of cards, right? And each of you gets a manila envelope, and in that envelope, there are cards that say that you're not the father, or you are the father, right? So the cards that you're playing with when you go around, they have real quotes from people on the show on them. And the whole point is you're supposed to act them out to other people. But you have to use them to attack other players, right? And if they don't have anything better, then you get to take their not the father cards from them and you get to put it in your envelope, right? So the whole idea is at the end of the thing, you go around and everybody pulls from their envelope, and the first person who pulls a card that says you're the father loses.
Oh, okay.
That's nuts. Nah.
Yeah. I saw that and I was like, well, I gotta buy that.
So listen.
But
that gave me a really funny idea. My bad to cut you off, bro. But I have to vocalize it so that way I won't forget it. So I told you about my boy Zane. Me and him, I think I said this before, we're working on a comedy script right now, right? And what you just told me gave me a really fucking funny idea. You ready for me to share it? So we're working on the script. Yeah. We're working on the script. I don't want to give out too much, but we're working on the script about these two like really dumb truckers. Okay. And when he was explaining this to me, he was like, look, the whole, like, what I want you to do for this script is just come up with gags, just endless jokes, endless fucking jokes. So every like Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll be on the phone for like 2-3 hours, just bouncing ideas off each other. My idea, after you explain that to me, should be at some point, somebody busts out Steve Wilkos, the board game.
Okay.
Remember, you see how, so now Maury's pretty funny.
Steve has the wildest story. This man was a security guard and then got his own show.
Yeah.
As if he was a therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on the Springer show as a security guard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember
What a
when
wild
there was
story.
a couple episodes where like Jerry would let him host the episode.
Yeah.
Just got him started. Yeah.
But yeah, Steve, and like we laugh at Maury, we laugh at Jerry Springer. No one's laughing on Steve Wilkos.
There's a lot going on.
I'm gonna make that a board game, and it's gonna have a lot of really serious, really real adult situations.
Do it.
I feel like this is not funny. This been good, y'all. This is hard. This is hardening.
But
You just
that's
gave me a
what
great idea.
that is how I felt about Maury. Going back to it, is like I watch Maury to feel good about myself, right? I watch it and I go, I ain't as bad off as these people. You know what I'm saying? But the funnier part to me is that Maury was always part of my, oh, I'm sick, I'm not going to school day, right? And the funny part to me is to think back, 7-year-old me, I'm sick, I'm at grandma's house because my mom's not home.
Oh my god!
And I watch Maury and I go, this is good.
Yeah, bro.
This right here, this is good.
Stay home from school. You ever notice that like whenever you had to stay home from school on the day like school was going on, right? For some fucking reason, bro, it just seems like globally we would all end up on the WB channel.
Oh yeah.
It was.
Like-
It was. You
like
had
all
to
the run.
watch Price is Right,
Price is Right. Had to start
Price
with
is
that.
Right.
Yep.
and then you're watching Maury,
any court TV
and then
show, any
yeah.
court TV show.
probably
said-
Judge Judy.
Yeah,
Judge
Judge
Judy or Judge Mathis or
Yeah.
divorce court. When you said that
Yep,
you were
yep.
at your grandma's, oh yeah, I identify pretty fucking
Yeah.
hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you definitely start with Price is Right, and you might, because I don't know if y'all ever watched, but the Ellen show came on around 3. That's kind of when the day was kind of over, and then you're kind of just in bed the whole day because you're sick. So you're just watching Ellen now too.
Yeah.
There's a whole process of staying home.
There is.
At some point,
You're
that,
eating ramen.
that Everest commercial will come in. The one that makes you feel like a lazy piece of shit. Remember that commercial?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yep.
that will come on at some point. That dude, with
And
that
it's
bear
always
hat.
it was always commercials for old people. It was about medication or
attorney.
Yep, an attorney. Do you have lead poisoning?
Do you have
something? Always something like.
Are you the victim of a car accident?
Mesothelioma?
Yeah.
Do you have it? Call us.
Yeah. Are you a victim of the side effects of Zolfran? It's always that shit.
Here's a medication that you should probably take, and here's the list of side effects that are way fucking worse than what you're taking this medication for.
Or we're gonna walk through a park and walk our dog. And,
Yeah.
butterflies and
We're gonna ride a bike on a bright sunny
We're gonna
day.
throw a frisbee.
Side effects include diarrhea, dying. Dying.
They
All
don't
right,
make
so-
them like that anymore, boy.
So here's the thing, though. I need you both to watch Love is Blind so that we
I'll
can
check it out, right?
discuss.
I'll check it
I
out
know that
after
there are
this.
several other people like on TikTok and stuff like in the Wrestle Talk community that are into it. I need you two to get into it so we can discuss.
Say less. Say less. Wait, what episode are you
All
on
right.
right
Huh?
What episode are you on right now?
So they on Valentine's Day, they released the first 6 episodes.
Okay.
Last Wednesday, they released another 3. We've watched all of them. And then next week they're releasing 3 more, I believe, and I believe that's the end.
I
of it.
got you.
Damn, I got 12 episodes to catch up with. All right, go ahead.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
let's pop it on.
All right, we got a lot to talk about. We got to get into some wrestling stuff. So let's talk about. We all know last night, Elimination Chamber, or yesterday morning, I should say, not last night. Did either of you watch this live?
Oh, I did.
Bits and
I
pieces,
woke
bro. I woke up like on my own. I woke up at I think I woke up like a couple minutes after the pay-per-view started. So I caught some of the women's elimination chamber, fell asleep, and then woke up just in time for the main event.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
So you missed that good chunk of it.
I'm in. Yeah. I was catching up on some of it yesterday, but I'm not done.
All right,
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
go ahead, Nick.
I went to bed around like 10 o'clock at night the night before. I had a headache already too, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to bed. And I knew I had to wake up anyway, so set my alarm for 4:30 in the morning, got up and turned the TV on and watched the whole thing. I thought I was gonna fall asleep. I really did. And I think I kind of dozed off like at the beginning of the Rhea Ripley match.
Give me a second,
But-
y'all. I have to fix that.
Very good. But I think I fell asleep a little bit in the beginning of the Rhea Ripley match, but overall I was up the entire time, and I stayed up the entire day too. Like I didn't go like back to bed or anything, which was I'm pretty surprised about.
Yeah,
that was nuts.
I did not watch it live. I had some buddies come over. Our plan was to watch it and then play our 2K fantasy league. So they came over at like 11 in the morning, and we were like, all right, we're gonna watch the event, and then we'll get to our game. We didn't start the event till like 4 o'clock because instead of going right to the event, we spent 4 hours playing Pokemon Go.
Oh wow!
And then we watched the event, and then we played our cards. So I didn't watch it till like 4 p.m. But somehow I stayed off of social media long enough to not have it spoiled for me. But before we get to the matches, we have to talk about this.
Oh boy!
Oh yeah,
This is wild.
So did it actually get taken or no?
No.
Okay.
So Elimination Chamber, or anybody who doesn't know, was in Australia, and Elimination Chamber, they had to ship the structure there by boat, and they started to do it, and then they got intercepted by real life fucking pirates and had to turn the boat around and go a different route. It took a month to get this there.
It took a month?
It took a month to get the Elimination Chamber to Australia.
It's a good thing they sent it a month in advance, because what if they had sent it like last week? It would have never got there.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I didn't even realize it did all that.
That's crazy.
God.
It is crazy.
That's insane.
It's crazy to just be like, yeah, there's real pirates out there.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's
just don't get on a boat because they're gonna take it from you. What?
Like, what would they have done if it was like real live got like?
Yeah, right. Exactly. What are you gonna do with it?
What would you have done? You build a whole new thing in a month?
Yeah. Or what are you gonna do as pirates with it? You gonna sell this?
You melt that shit down.
You think there's somebody who's in the market to buy the real Elimination Chamber from WWE?
Well, the thing is, I don't think it was like they knew that was the Elimination Chamber.
Sure, right.
But like it was like they just saw a big ass boat.
Yeah, they're just gonna take whatever's on it.
Yeah, they're just gonna take whatever. So like, it didn't matter what it was. It was more so like they're just gonna take the shit because it's shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all are like too hip, but the anime One Piece is an entire anime about pirates, right? So when I saw this article, it said the main character in the show is a pirate crew called the Straw Hat Pirates, right? So when I saw this article, I didn't see it like this. It said Straw Hat Pirates tried to steal the Elimination Chamber. And when I read it, I was like, "Oh, holy shit!" Like, well, I laughed at it at first, and then I was told, like, "Nah, like this is like a funny little jokey joke headline, but pirates for real kind of press these guys. That's fucking crazy."
Could you imagine if it was like Triple H was on the boat or something like that?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's like the pirates.
I'm Paul Levesque.
The pirates get on the boat and then they just hear, "It's time to play the game." It's like, "Oh shit!"
It's like that fucking scene from that Tom Hanks movie. They get out and they go, "I'm the king of kings now."
Oh yeah.
I'm the CCO now.
Yeah, I'm the CCO. All right. I don't really know how much there is to really say about the matches, really. I mean, they all pretty much went, the way that we all thought they would. The outcomes were pretty predictable.
We don't really have a lot of faith in these pay-per-views, do we?
What's that?
The pay-per-view before, not like in general, but like the pay-per-view right before WrestleMania, we don't really have a lot of faith in those, do we?
Yeah, I mean, we know where we have an idea of where we're going, especially when it comes to like titles and stuff. We know that nobody's losing a title between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
Right.
I just feel like a lot of us are probably biding time until WrestleMania because we know that like we're kind of looking at the champions we're gonna have come April 7th. But after April 7th, I got no fucking idea who's winning, who's losing, and which is awesome. I don't. Does this predictability, like, does it affect your guys like rating of the pay-per-view at all?
No. I mean, you guys know I've said it a million times. I don't care about predictability as long as it makes sense.
Yeah.
As long as you're putting on a good in-ring product, as long as the story is good and it makes sense and it's logical, I don't care if it's predictable.
Because what I have seen in the pay-per-view so far and the main event, like, I mean, it's everything that I expected, but like I still enjoy what I'm watching on this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So like Ham said, sometimes like predictability can, I don't know, I think sometimes people kind of confuse the word predictability with boring.
Mhm.
And in some cases, yeah, that is what it can mean. But there are some times where it's like, yeah, sure, it's predictable, still fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I make this kind of comparison all the time. I know at the end of a Marvel movie, the heroes are probably going to win. I'm still going to go see that shit though.
Right.
Because there's a lot of action in between that's going to be real fun to watch. And it's the same with wrestling.
Plus, depending on the villain, I want to see how they win.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
This was probably my favorite match was the women's Elimination Chamber.
Same
They
here.
went all out. Tiffany Stratton had a great showing.
Mhm.
That jump from Liv to Raquel in the corner, that shit was crazy. Just everybody went all out in this match. I really, really enjoyed this one. Kind of like the Royal Rumble. I preferred the women's over the men's.
Crazy.
What do you guys think?
Tiffany Stratton has I never disliked her, but the more I see her, the more I like her. I'm a big Tiffany Stratton fan.
Yeah. She got real good real fast for somebody who
Bro.
had no background in wrestling.
I like her a lot.
Yeah.
And Naomi. Naomi was the first one eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah.
Didn't like that, but I mean, we low-key kind of expected. I was happy to see Naomi. Tiffany Stratton had a great showing. Shouts out to Raquel, because what she's going through right now, in terms of just like her health, and then what she was able to do despite that in the Elimination Chamber, I gotta applaud her.
Yeah, I cannot think that was comfortable to compete in, especially being in Australia, where it's they literally said on the show it's been over 100 degrees the entire day.
Yeah, fucking scorching.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And they're at an outdoor stadium. It wasn't closed. There's not air conditioning going.
Hell
like
no, none of that.
Yeah. So Becky Lynch won this. We all predicted Becky. It was pretty clear it was going that way for Becky versus Rhea. So
yeah, definitely.
Let me ask you a question. Still on the topic of, because we talked about this in our wrestling chat the other day, and I hope I'm not jumping ahead of the topics, but Becky versus Rhea. And maybe we'll talk about it more when we do our WrestleMania predictions. I mean, we will. What do y'all could y'all see Becky beating Rhea?
I can easily see it. I just don't. It's the safe choice, right? And it's like like they could easily just hand the belt back to Becky. But I personally think that it kind of, for lack of a better term, buries Rhea there, because it's just like, okay, for whatever reason, like, we trust Becky as a champion, right? We know that we can make Becky the face of the competition. She's in the middle of this damn poster we're looking at now. We know that she's the face, one of the faces of this company. So if we're not, feeling, for whatever reason, we're not feeling like Rhea can be in that position, then we just decide to give this championship back to Becky. I don't get that. I don't understand that, because I feel like Rhea and Judgment Day have been very dominant and very face of this company-ish, as far as I can tell. So, like, yes, I can see a world where Becky gets it at WrestleMania. I just don't understand that world, in my personal opinion. I don't get that.
What about you?
You're muted, bro.
No, your mic's muted, bro.
Sorry. I could definitely see it. Do I think that it's going to happen? No. I get everything that you're saying, Nick, but I think that Rhea has more than proven herself.
Me too.
Because I mean, I've said this before. I don't even think Rhea is the most popular. She is the most popular women's wrestler in WWE right now, but she is one of the most popular wrestlers on the roster, period, right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty clear. I don't think there's anybody who's going to argue that. You know what I mean? So I don't see any need to give it back to Becky. Could it happen? Sure. If Vince was still in charge, would I think it would happen? Probably.
Yeah.
With Triple H in charge, I don't think it will. I think he, obviously he's a fan of Rhea, and he knows how much time they've put into her and what a star she is. And I think that's the whole point of this, is just to establish this even more, to have her get a win over the standard bearer for the last 5 years of the women's division. So,
because I don't know how we ended up on the conversation the other day, but someone was asking about, since Becky won, I think it was our boy Justin. He was like, "All right, well, since Becky won, who y'all think got it?" I was like, "Rhea." Like, and I just like Ham said, I could see it. I could definitely see it. Well, no. Let me not say that, because my thing is I can't picture it. I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility, right? Like, I'm not saying that it can't happen, but like on paper, just on paper, if you presented me a poster, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, just looking at the poster, I'm like, there's no way Becky would beat her. There's just no fucking way. Like, just everything about Rhea Ripley just screams dominance. Yeah. And I get it. Becky's whole thing is she's a fighter and she always finds a way and shit. I feel like none of that shit matters when she's in the ring with Rhea. So it's not out the realm of possibility. But if I'm betting money, ain't no way in hell Becky's beating Rhea.
Yeah. I sent out a tweet after watching this last night. Rhea has been my favorite women's wrestler for years now, but the more I've seen her, she just keeps getting better. And I really think that she has legitimately crossed into one of my favorite women's wrestlers of all time now. Not just now. Yeah, sure. Like, she's in that top 5 list for me, honestly. That's how much I enjoy her work. So, all right. So we had this great match. Great match. Went the way we thought it would. Don't really know what else there is to say about it. You guys got any other thoughts about this one?
Go ahead, Nick, because I didn't even see it.
No, you're fine. I do like their new name after hearing it over the paper of it, like being New Catch Republic. I think we talked about it last week, but I don't think we. Yeah. I haven't really like heard it. Like I haven't heard like Samantha Irvin say it. So like when I heard them say it at Elimination Chamber, I was like, okay, that sounds better than what I was reading it as.
Yeah.
So I do like their name. I think they're good too. So I really think that they're kind of right there. I mean, if they ran this back at WrestleMania, I think they win it. Honestly, if we really put a lot of, because we got like a month and a half, it was like 40 days or something like that.
Give or take, yeah.
Something like that. So like if we really like make this a thing for the next like 40 days, they could definitely beat Damian and Finn for this, and it'd be really like it'd be palatable, I think. Other than that, I mean, this definitely went the way it was supposed to go. I think. I mean, I don't see, as far as right now, I don't see anyone really beating Damian and Finn for this. I mean, unless you throw New Day back into the mix or something like that. But like that's just kind of, again, doing the safe choice like we just talked about with Becky. And you can always just give New Day the titles and be fine. But I'd rather see like Pete Dunne and Tyler do something new and different.
I told you guys who's gonna beat him.
Who'd you say?
Miz and Truth.
He did say that.
Yeah, he did say that. I can see that too.
Yeah. I think that Judgment Day, they're kind of in the same position that the Usos were, where it got to the point where they had just held them so long and they were so dominant that every team they go up against is like, all right, well, can't really see this team beating them. Can't see this team beat. You know what I mean? Because they're not really putting a lot of time into other tag teams right now, and they need to, and to developing them. So
no, I feel that.
This was not as good as I expected it to be.
I feel the same way.
What do you say, Nick?
I feel the same way. I liked it. It wasn't. I expected this to be like slobber knocker shit. Like I really expected these motherfuckers to really, and they did do some of that, but I just felt like it could have been more. I don't know, like because they threw what's his name this was a Logan Paul they threw
Logan.
through two different fucking pieces of plexiglass. I mean they did the thing, but and then they hit the AJ coming in and everything. So they did a lot of that. I don't know. It lacked that luster, I guess, that I.
So here's, and I know that this is not an original thought, but one, I think that, and we probably talked about this too. I think that all these, for lack of a better word, all these gimmick matches that ended up being turned into a whole pay-per-view, it stopped being cool to me once they started doing things like that. Nick, I don't think you've ever really seen one, but Ham, I know you remember the original format. Well, it's the same format, but the original Elimination Chamber matches.
Yep.
That the Ruthless Aggression era Elimination Chamber matches.
Yep.
I really miss those, bro, because those I mean, compared to these, bro, like they're just every Elimination Chamber match I've watched since that era, just so fucking watered down, dog. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, though, where you're like, I agree with you, Con. Like the original ones, they were so much more brutal. But at the same time, you go, you don't really want fucking people hurting themselves.
Which is
you
facts.
gotta tone it down a little bit.
I agree with that.
Especially everything's, surrounded by steel. Even I remember, like, after the first couple ones, the wrestlers were complaining about the walkway around it. They're like, it's just fucking steel. We're literally just falling on it. We got to do something about that. You know?
I could tell it was different this year. Like it was definitely something. It was something padded. I could tell what it was, which is nice.
Yeah,
it should be.
Right.
Like I'm always surprised when I hear that a ring really doesn't have a lot of padding. Like when a ring doesn't have a lot of padding. Like let alone
they don't, man.
Chamber. I know it's literally like it's like one piece of pad and it's just all fucking wood.
Yeah.
Like it's just like oh man, like you could really not do that and like still have a good product, and they just continue to do it that way.
When they did the convention here a couple weeks ago and they had the indie show in the middle of it, they put the ring together and I went up and I like hit the inside of the ring and I'm like, God damn, that is hard. And it was all set up. It was all set up and ready and done.
Yeah. I agree with you a little bit, Con. I think besides the Royal Rumble, because that's my favorite match and that's my favorite time of the year. I agree the gimmick stuff kind of has to go away. It takes the specialness out of it, and also like it kind of forces them to make this into a thing every February. Right. Like Royal Rumble, like that's happening. You can just throw 30 guys in there and that's it. But with this, you got to it's only 6 people. Like you can't just have a mishmash of bullshit going on. I mean, and even then, you kind of did this year. I mean, really, none of these guys have a thing with Seth Rollins, the person they're supposed to face when they win this thing, except for Drew. Like they could have had Sammy in there. They could have had some other thing going on, with Seth, and they just didn't because A, Seth was injured, and B, they're just I don't know, they ran out of time or whatever it was. But LA Knight, Logan Paul, KO, like Bobby Lashley in this match doesn't make any sense to me besides the fact that he's just a seat filler. And that's unfortunate because I like Bobby Lashley a lot. But if they did this like on special occasions, like okay, this at Money in the Bank, we're actually going to have an Elimination Chamber match or whatever it was, or at SummerSlam, it's like okay, that's cool because there's obviously a reason storyline wise why they did that, Whereas now it's just like every February we got to stick 6 guys into this thing and call it a day.
Right.
I don't, so I agree with that a little bit. The only one that makes sense to me anymore is Royal Rumble because like even TLC really didn't make sense to me. So I'm glad they got rid of that. And they had another one too where I
Money in the Bank still works because the whole
Money in the Bank does still work. Yeah, it does. That does. That's something there because you're fighting for something that doesn't have to do with really anybody else in that capacity because you can go after anybody. You were
probably talking about the other one. You were probably talking about Nick was Extreme Rules.
That we don't
where they forced hardcore matches and shit.
You can make any match Extreme Rules. You don't need to make just Extreme Rule matches here. And that's what I start because I remember I think Extreme Rules kind of went out as soon as I became a fan. So it was like, are they gonna make all these matches Extreme Rules matches, or no, it's probably gonna be 1 or 2? And I'm like, okay, well then that doesn't make any sense. Why are they calling Extreme Rules if there's only 1 Extreme Rules match? It doesn't make any sense.
Hambo, question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, which did when it comes to this, did you have a preference or does it not matter? Money in the Bank, right?
Mhm.
I agree. It still works. Do you prefer Money in the Bank this way where it has its own pay-per-view, or would you rather it be an attraction on WrestleMania like it used to be?
I like that it has its own pay-per-view for a couple reasons. First off, there's already a ton of shit happening at WrestleMania. You know what I mean?
True.
Like we all 2 nights and we already don't have enough time for everybody, you know.
Yeah.
But not only that, especially the last couple of years, well, now you have 2 Money in the Bank matches because now you got to do a women's too.
Yeah.
So now you're taking 2 spots off of WrestleMania for what's, you know, usually at least a 30-minute match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now give it its own pay-per-view, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also think the that doing that, giving it its own pay-per-view gives the Money in the Bank thing kind of its own time slot. Like
Sure.
as in like because you have to use it within that year, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like we know that Money in the Bank is coming up at some
Right.
point. Like Damien's got to cash in. Like he's got to do something with that, or he's just gonna lose it, you know.
Right.
So it's like it makes WrestleMania not so much a benchmark there, but and it gives it its own benchmark where it doesn't have to necessarily like even if
compete
WrestleMania
with
passes,
everything else.
even if WrestleMania passes and Damian Priest doesn't cash in, he's still got like 2 or 3 months to like really figure out what he wants to do and when he wants to cash in. So it's like that's kind of the really good part of it having its own pay-per-view. And because if you did it, you know, kind of like whenever as well, like we talked about like a TLC or Extreme Rules, you did it whenever, then it's like, okay, we never know solidly when the Money in the Bank thing runs out. But now we know it's like June or July, you know.
Sure. Can I tell you guys what I hated about this match?
Sure.
Go for it.
You know, the one thing that I wanted from this match was we all expected Drew, you know?
Yeah.
So we all saw that. But I wanted it to set up some other matches for Mania.
Yes.
Clearly it did. And it looks like we're getting fucking LA Knight and AJ Styles in a match that nobody's going to care about at WrestleMania.
I don't care.
And fucking getting Logan Paul and KO again.
Really?
I love KO. I really do. But I don't care to see this match again. This should be LA Knight. He should be getting this title and getting that WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't care about AJ Styles.
Not right now.
I don't care about him right
Not
now.
right now, bro.
Not right now.
Not right
They're
now.
doing nothing with him. I don't care about him.
He ain't got
Figure out
shit.
something else to do with this guy.
Yeah. No, I agree. I was looking for that too. Like I was really looking for like Logan in LA to like kind of like have a standoff or something like that, and then it kind of brew into something, or Logan like, you know, hitting him with the brass knuckles or anything like that. And because we had talked about it, and I was like, okay, that would really, really sick. And then AJ Styles comes in and whoops on LA, and I'm like, oh, it's a battle of the mid card. I mean, cool.
So
like I don't need to see that. Like
what
you know,
what I'm still hoping that maybe they will take those 2 matches and combine them and make it a fatal 4-way for the US title.
okay,
That's what I'm hoping right now.
I'd like that.
okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
If it ends up being 2 single matches, I'm disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But if they do a fatal 4-way and LA Knight can still somehow get that title, I'll be good.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I don't see any like clues that it's going that way, unfortunately. Like besides the fact that these 3 guys were in this match, but like other than that, I don't really see why that would happen. I hope it does, because like you said, like as 2 single matches, I don't really care. KO, I don't. Even if KO does beat Logan, like is it as special as it LA Knight beating him? I don't think so.
Exactly.
Like KO being U.S. champion, he's already been U.S. champion, correct?
Oh yeah. Several
Couple
times.
So it's just kind of him getting in again, like cool. You know, I'd rather see KO get some type of world title if I'm really looking at that.
Yeah.
Especially
absolutely.
after like these last couple WrestleManias where it's like, you know, one WrestleMania he fought fucking Stone Cold, and then the one I think maybe a year or maybe right after he was main eventing with Sammy, and this year he's got
Especially if we're thinking if Cody ends up beating Roman and Cody goes to SmackDown as the world champion, you know what? I'd love to see Cody versus KO for a while.
I would too.
Yeah,
that'd be an interesting feud for me. They'd have great matches. Would love to see that. That's a new match we haven't seen. Would love to see it. So
Do you guys have like champions you'd want to like have at the end of this WrestleMania? I know this is not on topic with this shit, but like, like who would you prefer to like be the champions come April 8th? You know, like what? I mean, Cody, I think is probably all of our answers, but like as far as anything else goes, what do y'all suggest? How about you, Con?
Me personally, like I want to see
Dunn
and Tyler Bate.
Somebody is breaking into your home right now, I think.
But yeah, me, like I do want to see Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne with the tag team championships.
Okay.
That's because I've just been following them since their NXT days. I don't really care about the United States Championship. I know it's going to be a great match, like I know it is, but like hearing KO and Logan Paul run it back, I'm with y'all. I'm not really interested in that. So in that regard, it really don't matter to me. I couldn't even tell you who's the Intercontinental. Oh, Gunther. Wow.
Gunther, yeah, exactly.
I don't know, because like half of me would actually kind of be okay with Gunther still holding the championship after Mania. Like part of me would actually still be kind of okay with that.
Yeah.
But who's he facing at Mania?
Nobody.
They haven't said yet, but it might
looks
be
like
Jey
they're
Uso.
moving towards Sammy.
Oh, Sammy, yeah. I thought it might be Jey Uso again.
I mean, I think we're pretty clearly getting Jay and Jimmy
Jey and
now.
Jimmy.
Unfortunately,
I don't know, man. I'm cool with Gunther remaining Intercontinental Championship, to be honest with you, because I just can't. The only two people that I could see taking it off him potentially are Jay and Sammy, to be honest with you. But like even then, I don't want to see Sammy with the Intercontinental Championship. I want to see him in the World Heavyweight Championship mix.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
I
mean, that's the way I'm looking at it too. You know, Cody, obviously. If we're doing Drew and Seth, then I say Drew, and not even like I'm a huge fan of Drew. I do enjoy what he's been doing the past couple months. But you know, Seth needs to go. You know, and I'm not saying that I'm tired of him. I love Seth, but he has had a very long reign. It is time for somebody else to do it, and he needs to go and heel. You know, the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title depends on, you know, what we're getting. You know, honestly, if we're getting Gunther versus Sammy, I don't want Sammy to be Intercontinental champion because that's a step back for him. I don't want to see KO and Logan Paul again, so I don't really care what happens there, honestly. You know, I want Rhea to walk out. I want Bayley to get that WrestleMania moment that she hasn't had and walk out.
That's true.
You know, we don't really know what we're getting with the women's tag titles yet. I do enjoy the Kabuki Warriors though, so I don't mind them, you know, walking out still. So I mean, those are my choices.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of like want to see like somehow, some weird way, like I think I don't know if we talked about it on here, but I really feel like this Cody versus Roman story is leading into like Cody forming his Avengers in a sense, where he's like about to take out, you know, Thanos and all his fucking goons and shit, you know. Sure. And that's kind of where it's kind of headed. They've kind of let the brace off of that a little bit, but I really suspect Sammy and Jay and all these guys to kind of look at Cody and be like, hey, we got your back. And then come WrestleMania, like everybody we've seen part of this fucking 4-year-long story is involved in this match. I really think that's what's going to happen. I think Seth, Rock, Jimmy, Solo, Jay, Sammy, all these guys are going to be part of this match in some capacity. It's just going to be an all-out craziness brawl, and it's going to be one of the biggest moments ever, and then Cody ends up winning. I really feel like that's how it's going to be. On top of that, I really feel like the new regime, if you want to call it, is going to look like a bunch of Cody's friends. Like Seth could retain, you know, and Sammy could be IC, and even Kevin having the U.S. championship. I mean, this could all be, you know, people that hated the fucking bloodline are now running WWE. I really think that'd be a really cool looking thing. It's like, okay, now like we see no trace of the bloodline anywhere. Like Rock's gone, Jimmy's gone, Roman's gone. They're all gone, you know, and even, or maybe Jay's IC champion at that point too. It's like that's a 180 from what we've been seeing. And it's almost like an official, like Triple H is like, okay, that was Vince's shit. This is us now. You know, we're doing this shit now. That was great, but this is new. You know, like
Yeah.
I think I like that a lot.
I
Yeah.
like that.
I like that too. I do like that the idea of, because if that does happen, it will feel like, oh shit, this is a new era. Like we
Yeah.
finally took down the Roman Empire, if you will.
Literally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now we can finally move on.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that idea a lot.
Yeah. So the only thing I have to say about that, well, I mean, I guess, there's a lot of things I got to say about it. First off, Nia, why are you jumping off stuff? That's one.
That scared the shit out of me.
That's one. You know what? Even if she wasn't a larger, not exactly athletic girl, you have to look at that and say, you know what? You're too far away right now. How do you not know that you're too far away to make that jump? Why is somebody not holding that chair for you?
Yeah, that like I get scared when Pat McAfee gets on the chair. Like you know,
saying.
so like chairs are not stable. They're on wheels and their backs are moving
exactly.
Like it's not. They're not stable at all. So the fact that she got up there and did it, like I don't even take into account like her weight or anything. It was literally just strictly like you're on top of a chair. Like
yeah,
and like you made the jump. Like that's like it could easily like when you kick it like could have slid and you could have just hit your face on the table or something like that. Like it's a miracle it worked out the way it fucking did.
There's a reason when there are ladder matches, the referees hold the ladders down.
Yeah,
same
like,
concept there. You know what I mean?
Dude. So yeah, so like I got super nervous and was like, "What are you doing right now?"
Yeah,
like when I saw it. But other than that,
so the other thing that with the match is, and I'm just gonna say this, and you can take this however you want. I think most people are going to understand exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, damn, Rhea. You guys got anything to say about this?
It was a good match. Rhea is as dominant as ever. I want to restate that, that I with the her fighting Becky Lynch come WrestleMania, I really don't see a world where that world doesn't make sense where Becky Lynch walks out of that as champion, given Rhea's dominance and her popularity amongst fans. I really don't understand that world, so I really hope that doesn't happen. So I mean, definitely the right woman won here. I don't know what they do with Nia Jax now. That this is done. I really don't know. I mean, you can throw it with a tag team or something. I really don't know. So that kind of concerns me a little bit. That this is kind of maybe Nia's only thing that happens since she's returned. I kind of hope that doesn't happen, but I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know who could face Nia Jax and meet her energy. I really don't. I don't know.
Jade.
Yeah, I feel like Nia's wiping the floor with Jade. If you're asking me right now, like I think
she picked her ass up and threw her out of the Rumble.
Yeah, bro.
By herself.
I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking about.
I don't know.
People don't just be doing that.
So what I could see is we get Jade versus Nia for a while.
Yeah.
And Nia's going to take the L for Jade, which is going to set up, just a dominant run, a dominant summer for Jade Cargill to get to SummerSlam, and then she's the one who beats Rhea.
Yeah.
That's what I can see happening.
Me too.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you got anything else to say about this match, Con?
This was for me. I don't know how it was for y'all. For me, this is the best showing of Nia Jax I've seen since she's
I'll
been
agree with that.
WWE. Since she's been back, you know what I mean? In general, this is just the best showing I've seen from her. I saw Rhea Ripley do things that I personally never seen her do before.
Yeah, she was pulling out some moves last night, some new shit that we've never seen her do.
Very impressed, bro. She looked fantastic. Nia looked fantastic. This is a great match. Just like two fucking just beasts just beating the shit out of each other. And it wasn't a long match. Like I kind of expected it to be kind of a long match, and it wasn't. Not that that's a problem, but I don't have a bad thing to say about this match.
Probably the longest match that Nia's ever had, though.
Yeah, probably.
I will say.
But yeah, I don't have a bad thing to say about this match.
Yeah, I overall pay-per-view was enjoyable. Had some fun moments. Had some good action. It was cool to see the setup in Australia.
Yeah.
You know, that was like a WrestleMania arena, man. You know, over 50,000 people. That was huge.
That looked
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, we all had the same thing here. No,
We
no
did it.
misses here.
Yeah.
So, yay us.
Elimination Chamber is definitely the pay-per-view where you can like get your points up because we pretty much know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, we have point stacked
Mm.
that episode.
There you
Yep. For sure.
All right, so next up, we're gonna finish off this mother effing comedian bracket that we started months ago.
Let's do it.
So this is where we are. This is where we've come.
Mhm.
Dave Chappelle versus Bo Burnham and Cat Williams versus Patton Oswalt. This. Mm.
Damn. Because they're both fucking brilliant.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna go first because you guys seem like you got to think more. Okay, so I'm gonna go first, and then you guys can make this decision. I am again going with Dave Chappelle, and I'm gonna be honest. The only reason is because he's been around longer, and he's had more influence. He's had more material for me to watch and be entertained by. That's literally the only reason I'm going it here. Because honestly, Bo is just as brilliant to me as Dave Chappelle is when it comes to the comedy, and he just hasn't been around as long. So I'm going with Dave.
Shit, I know who I'm picking.
Who are you picking?
Dave. It's not a lot to add to what Ham said, but to, I guess, kind of echo it. Like, for starters, yeah, Dave has like much more stuff I could pull up if I want to watch. Bo's got a few specials, but not as many as Dave. Number two, as brilliant as I think they both are, me being black and Dave Chappelle being black, and Dave Chappelle quite often, especially like in his like more recent stand-ups, him just speaking on the black experience, being black, and the things that we deal with, a lot of that shit resonates with me. And you know, Dave Chappelle, who that really, I'm not gonna say he wasn't in that bag during his like first run, you know, I mean, he was doing the Dave Chappelle show and shit like that, but it was just like his comedy always does, like his comedy always makes you think, but like it was just like kind of just more just comedy heavy during his first run. The second run, a lot of times like he don't even really be telling jokes. He kind of just be talking to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like that a lot. And Bo Burnham gives me that same feeling, but in a totally different way. But between Bo Burnham and Dave Chappelle, I'm rocking with Dave.
What would have been your vote here, Nick?
Right. So, trying to think. I feel the same way about Khan. I feel like very strongly towards both these guys. It's just a very different feeling I have.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
and like
Yep,
they're
I agree with
so different. You know, like it's like I can't even, like, this is really like apples versus oranges. Like it's not even the same thing. Like
Listen. You use that phrase, so I'm gonna quote Lil Dicky and say, "Bitch, that phrase don't make no sense. Why can't fruit be compared?"
True. Shout out to Lil Dicky. I think Dave's coming out soon.
Another brilliant guy.
Yeah, another brilliant person.
Bruh, so my bad. We leave the door open in our apartment, fourth man, because let's go on the balcony. But at night, there's like, you know, those dickheads in high school who would soup up their cars, like the Hondas and shit.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Those assholes are like 30 now, and there's this long strip in front of the where we live, and they just be fucking doing that whole shit up and down, bruh.
You all have huge penises, all of you.
Yeah, we
feel real good about yourself. Your dicks are huge.
Holy fuck. Continue,
Nick. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I think I'm probably going Dave, and I don't feel good about it. Only because I respect Bo Burnham so much, and like having to pick a comedian over him is really wild. But I would probably pick Dave. It'd probably be a sweep for Dave there.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle advances. So next one, the final one, before the big show off.
Show off.
Cat Williams and Patton Oswalt.
I'm gonna let y'all go first because I don't know. Actually, let me go first because I feel like my decipherment is a little more obvious with me.
I'm honestly like very on the fence here, so you probably do need to go first. Nick. If you've already got your choice, go for it.
I'm picking Cat Williams. I resonate a lot more with Cat Williams than I do Patton Oswalt, especially when it comes to the stand-up. And I think I've said this the entire tournament, that as far as stand-up goes, I'm more towards Cat than I am Patton. I recognize Patton more from his movies, his TV shows appearances, and I know some of his stand-up, but not a whole lot. So me personally, I'm definitely picking Cat. And there, I again, a ton of respect for both these guys, but I just think Cat for me just is a more. I resonate more with him.
Sure. All right, so then you know what I'm gonna go next and say in that same vein, because I feel like that's kind of where we have to at this point. That's almost kind of what we have to go with, is who resonates more with us personally right now, because at this point, we're talking comedians who are pretty much on the same level. You know what I mean? Yeah. And with that said, I'm gonna go with Patton because Patton does resonate with me more. Because I always have just love that, nerdy, kind of depressing, dark kind of comedy, and that's what Patton brings. So I'm going with Patton. Con, you're the tiebreaker here, brother.
Good luck.
This is hard. Because I resonate with both. I like to think that I resonate with them both equally. I grew up on Cat Williams. As I'm sure a lot of us did. But Patton, once I got into Patton, like I really got into Patton, and everything about him, I looked up, I educated myself on. Everything he does, he like, from his voice acting to just his like views on certain shit to his stand up, like God fucking damn, man. She was making dinner, my bad. You're good. Fuck, man. This is fucked up.
Tell us what's for dinner, and then you can think more.
Mediterranean bowl.
Okay.
We almost went to a Mediterranean place for dinner today.
I like that.
I wasn't in the mood to because I don't know what I would get at a Mediterranean place.
Anything.
I
fucking love Mediterranean food,
There's a spot right next to your house, bro, that we've only been there once. I wish we went there more times.
All right.
Amazing food.
All right. So I need more details then. What do you mean Mediterranean bowl?
So
you mean rice?
What I like to get,
some shawarma, maybe?
Hear me up. What I like to get, in Virginia, y'all got kava in New York, Hambo?
No. I mean, we have a bunch of Mediterranean places up here, but that's not one of them now.
So at least in Virginia, there's a spot called Kava, which is like the Mediterranean equivalent of a Chipotle.
Chipotle, sure. Yep.
Yeah. And I'm not that well versed in Mediterranean food either. Like I've been eating it for like a couple years. You know what I mean? Not too long. And Sheila gets me hip to a lot of the stuff too. But what I get when I go to Kava it's called the Mediterranean bowl, but it's rice with some pickled onions. The pickled onions are really good.
Yeah.
It's this type of hummus. It's like fuck. It's like
baba ganoush.
Nah, not baba. It's like a red pepper or something like that. It's like it's spicy. It's like a red pepper hummus or something like that. Tzatziki. I get tzatziki. And then you have the option to get like, a type of meat. So it's like ground beef, chicken, maybe turkey. I don't remember, but like lamb, I always go for the lamb.
Okay.
Some people
Okay.
don't like that because lamb comes with an aftertaste. I like the aftertaste of lamb. I don't mind it, but it's like lamb meatballs and then some like feta cheese on top. And there might be a couple other ingredients I'm not remembering off the top of my head, but I mix that shit together. It's some of the best shit I've ever had.
I like the sounds of all that.
So fucking good, man. So me and Sheila, because we don't got Kava out of here, we
Do a
just
copycat.
we just make a copycat, and it's still
Sure.
just as good.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, Mediterranean too. It's one of those things where, like, I still like to go out and buy it, from them because it's better. But I can make a decent chicken shawarma here. I can pickle some vegetables.
Yeah,
I've never tried to make fresh falafel, but I should.
It's been a minute since I have falafel. Sheila used to make that shit all the time. Falafel.
I love
is very good.
falafel. Yeah.
But like I've had good falafel and bad falafel. You feel me? So
oh yeah, for sure.
I'm so picky about the falafel.
Yeah. I mean, you can make tzatziki sauce pretty easily, So yeah. So what's your decision here,
bro? Goddamn, man. This is hard, bro. Like this is hard.
We can flip a coin if you want.
Nah, man, I don't want to do that to these guys, bro.
Or Nick could pull the same bullshit that you did last week and be like, "Oh, you could go with your 15-year friendship." I'm just saying. It's not
yeah, you could.
That's stating a fact. I'm sorry, I'm taking forever, bro, but this is genuinely difficult.
Keep in mind, Con, when you wanted to record music a couple years, like a long time ago,
Wow.
use my microphone and in my basement to record like really early tracks of yours. So I just wanted you to keep that in mind when you're making your decision when I pick Cat Williams. Just letting you know.
Noted.
When this podcast is huge and we're making a bunch of money, I just want you to remember, Con, that I reached out to you and said, "Hey, I want you on here with me."
True shit.
Oh, that card. That's a trump card right there.
That's a crazy card.
That's a trump card right there, boy. That's Uno.
Funny as shit. Uno.
All right. I think I'm gonna roll with Cat.
I honestly thought you were gonna pick Patton, bro. I really did.
Bruh, man. But like, I guess it just boils down to like, bro, Patton Oswalt, like above everything else, Patton Oswalt makes me fucking laugh, bro. He's hilarious. Yeah. But at the same time, I had to think about it. Cat just makes me laugh that much more.
Yeah. I'm not mad about it. Mm-hmm. Patton had a good run as he deserved to. Final four. It's not bad.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Yeah,
but now,
damn, that means it's gonna be Cat Williams versus Dave Chappelle.
And we're doing that right now, bro. And we're doing that right now, by the way.
Oh, right now. Oh, God.
Right now. Because we got to get into March MadDrip after this. So this bracket's got to end, brother.
Cat versus Dave. That's fucked up. All right.
It's fucked up. We didn't even give him a week to think about it, Nick.
I full on thought we were gonna come back.
He full on thought that we were going next week. Yeah. Didn't even know we were finishing it.
I'm not.
All right, so
I'm not picking.
I'm not picking. He's just straight up not deciding. He just no, I'm not doing it.
I'll start.
Damn, man.
This man muted his mic. He said, "I'll start, but I'm gonna mute my mic real quick."
Nah, you just want to make sure we hear him loud and clear. Bro, this is hard. This is like fucking shit.
This is the comedy gods letting Hambo know he's not allowed to make this decision. You're still muted, bro.
Yeah, you're still muted, B.
I accidentally unplugged it, so that was my fault. Dave Chappelle.
Oof, really?
I'm sorry. So here's, I mean, again, I've said this entire time that Dave is my all-time favorite comedian, right?
Yeah.
But I do love Cat. I enjoy his stuff very much. But again, we're at the point where we're going, who resonates with us more? And for me, Dave, I feel like, covers a lot more topics and real world stuff than Cat does. He gives me more out of his comedy than I feel Cat does. I feel like Cat at times can be a little one-dimensional at times. And I don't feel that with Dave. So I'm going with Dave.
Con, you gotta go next.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna roll with Cat. I'm gonna roll with Cat, and this is why I'm gonna roll with Cat.
Because he wants you to have to break it, Nick.
Yeah, he wants to put you on the spot.
Nah, this is because with me, because remember, I didn't think Chappelle's show was funny, right? I didn't think Chappelle's show was funny. There's just that's really just what it boils down to more for me between these two guys is like there definitely have been times where Dave Chappelle just did not make me laugh. Did make me laugh. Now these last couple specials smoked the shit, but just the years of my introduction to Dave Chappelle was Undercover Brother, right? I thought he was funny as shit in that, but like before he started doing all these Netflix specials, there was a lot of times where it just fell flat for me with Dave Chappelle. Cat Williams, I can't think of off the top of my head, can't think of any time Cat Williams wasn't trying to be funny and it just didn't land for me. He's always just had me laugh my ass off. Even like you know, you can find bloopers of him doing like movies that he's done, bro, and I'd be in tears. Sometimes the bloopers are funnier than his jokes that are already funny as shit. So for me, it just boils down to who I think is funnier, and to me, I think Cat Williams is funnier than Dave Chappelle by this much.
Okay. Fair.
Actually, the margin might be a little wider because again, like I can't think of a time where Cat Williams didn't make me laugh, but I can think of quite a few times where Dave Chappelle did make me laugh. But right now, the margin ain't that wide. But like as a whole, like if we just going through the whole careers, the margin's pretty wide between Cat and Dave for me.
Okay. Well,
what you got?
It's all
Nick?
up to you now, Nick.
You got Nick. You got to take a swig. Take that swig, bro.
He's getting, as we said, he's getting real hydrated. Over there.
Real hydrated. Oh boy.
Yeah, take that shot. Take that shot. It's gonna be a long night.
See, I like Chappelle's show a lot, but I also really like.
You're a man of taste.
Well, that's true. I really liked Cat Williams on Wild 'N Out.
I mean, that wasn't even his show, though. You know, I mean,
no,
he was a big part of it.
He was a big part of it.
Just saying.
Yeah, bro. Cat
Early
Williams
on,
now was undefeated, boy.
Yeah, early on, it was that he made
he
it.
was hilarious in Wild 'N Out.
Yeah. I feel like just body of work. I think it just ultimately has to go to Dave. I think like early Dave was like such like a like it was so good. It was so good. But I feel like later Dave really just kind of like turned the kids that used to watch him like into adult it went from like the kind of adult kid, like the young adult humor to like the older adult humor.
Yeah.
Sure.
And like I feel like we all kind of grew up with Dave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like it got so much mature where like I'm not saying Cat Williams didn't, but I just like I'm more familiar with Cat Williams's like earlier work, like around the same time that Dave was releasing early work. Whereas like now it's like I'm not like we're not sitting here talking about Cat Williams' last couple specials like Con just did with Dave's, you know. So it's like
that's true.
I feel like in that capacity, I feel like Dave is probably the choice, and so I think I'm picking Dave.
Yes. The only buy for this bracket.
He wins.
Number one, he ends up winning. Dave Chappelle is the best comedian of all time. And I mean, this has all been factual, everything that we've spoken. So, you know, don't argue with us because it's fact.
No. We said it here, so it has to be true.
Yeah. I mean, we discussed everything we could about these people. So that's that. Dave Chappelle wins Now, if you don't like these brackets, you might as well just shut this fucking show off right now. Okay.
Yep.
Because there's going to be a lot more coming your way, but we're starting another one right now. We are starting the one that started all of it. We are starting March MadDrip for.
Let's go.
It's technically for 2023 because it's for the last year. So
Let's go.
2023 of last year. So
let's go.
Before we get into that, let's so what we're gonna do here is there are gonna be, in the comedian bracket we only went with 16, but here, since there are so many to choose from, we're going full March Madness. We're going 32. We're starting with a round of 32, and with that, we are going to give 2 people buys into the tournament, and then each of us is going to choose 10 picks to go in and go head to head. So before we do that, let's talk about the winner of the inaugural March MadDrip. Do you guys remember who it was?
Oh man, I don't remember who it was.
Oh,
dude, so much has happened in Freebird Rules / Ego Drips history that I don't even remember a lot of what we've talked about or what we've done on this fucking show, man.
It's been a tumultuous year.
It's been a fucking ride, bro.
So let's remind everybody, including the people on this podcast, of who won the inaugural March MadDrip.
Oh, right. Ricky won.
Ricky.
Shout out to Ricky, bro.
From All Out 2022 with his bad boy Diddy Mace gear. That's the way that I look at it.
Never mind.
It's still hard.
I believe
I'm done.
I believe the final matchup was Ricky versus Rey and Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
From WrestleMania.
Wow.
Yeah,
it was.
I remember that picture.
Because Rey and Dom were fucking killing that outfit.
Yeah, man. They really were. They really were.
That outfit could do out a lot of the contenders this year, honestly.
Ricky's?
It still could be.
Yeah.
No, well, both of them really.
Oh, the Mysterios, yeah.
The Mysterios, man, they could really knock out some of this competition that's here this year, man.
Yeah. All right, so what we decided was that our 2 buys were going to be, first off, Seth Rollins, because, he's the drip god. I mean, he's kind of why we started this in the first place, The idea kind of came from him, and all of his outfits and stuff like that. So he is going in, and we're also going to give a buy to MJF because MJF just keeps having a ton of cool gears. So what we're going to do right now, both Seth and MJF, I've kept a list, pictures and stuff like that of the best looks over the past year. We have, I think, over 50. I think we've got 55 looks we can choose from, and we got to narrow it down to 32 here. So there are a couple of people on the list who are on there several times. Both Seth and MJF are on here several times. And we've decided that we're not allowing one person to go into this twice. So, MJF, we got to narrow it down to one. We got to decide as a group which one. Seth, we have to narrow it down to which one.
Yep.
So, let's take a look at MJF's first, and we will choose which look we think needs to move.
Take a look.
Nick, you got your pen and paper, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So we're going to start here. Dynamite from March 15th, 2023. I believe this was MJF's bar mitzvah.
Was this where you had the black eye?
Yes.
Yes.
Who the black eye? Was it dancing?
Was it dancing? Yeah.
It was from the 60-minute Iron Man match, and he was so dehydrated. Yeah.
This is his birthday.
Yeah.
His bar mitzvah.
Yeah, this is bar mitzvah. Yep.
Yeah.
But the suit was cool as fuck. A little gold and black houndstooth.
I even like the hat, bro.
The hat was wild. The hat was the wild edition.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect him to pull that out of his bag, but I liked that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's look number 1. Now this is Revolution. This is the first match after winning the world title. Coming out with the devil mask and the white, and we've had this conversation a million times on this podcast. Guys come out in white gear. Something about white gear that just hits every time.
This was still the dance match, yes?
I think it is, yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
So that's look number 2.
He wore all this in a matter of a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's shit on, boy.
Yeah.
Look number 3 is from All In.
Ooh.
Kind of the same, but with the purple.
Purple though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
So
Hey.
I'm taking a look right now just to make sure because I think that is it. Yes.
My big boy.
So those are the 3 that we have to choose from.
Oh, I thought there was one more.
Nope. For MJF, those are the 3. Now I know which one I'm going with, and it's the one that we're on here. There's something about that purple that's just hitting for me. There's something about that purple that feels big and grand and like important. I don't know how to put it, but that's what it's given me. So this is what I'm going with.
I'm gonna say that too. I do like the first one. The first picture, I like that. I like that shit a lot.
Yeah, that's just.
All right, so the purple's moving on then.
Yeah.
But Nick, which one would have been your choice?
No, I had purple. So like before I had hit you guys in the group chat saying like, hey, I think MJF and Seth really should be our picks because they just had so many good looks and like they're really like, especially Seth, like being like our honorary, drip god there. I had this one written down in my list as one of my picks if we were to pick him. So this one for sure. I love that first one though. I really love that first one. But this one, like the purple, like that first one is so
tough, bro. I like
so
that shit.
Maxwell, bro.
Oh
it's
my
so
god.
like this whole vibe, this whole image right here is so Maxwell, bro.
Yeah.
So
especially because of that hat. Like anybody else coming out in that stupid fucking hat, we'd have been like, this is dumb.
If Jake Hager had that shit on, I would have been shitting on the whole fit.
Right.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Max was pulling it off and it was working with the suit.
Yep. So yeah, definitely the purple though. I had the purple written down for my list, so that's definitely what I'm going with. So
MJF at All In moves forward.
Let's go. Shout out to All In, just fucking killing it. And then
Seth.
Seth has like 5 looks, I think.
Yeah,
4 or 5.
Seth has 1, 2, 3. Seth has 4 looks.
4, okay.
So we are going to find.
Oh my god, everything's falling. That's
no. Okay. So this is the first one. Night of Champions, the cheetah print.
Yeah.
The blue and the cheetah print.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to WrestleMania 39 of last year, which this one it was just it was so wild I had to put it on here. And then part of it was like that Jeff Jarrett stripper top he was wearing too, which you can't even really see in here. But that jacket was just wild.
The Pepto Pink. Ugh.
Yep. So then we got Fastlane, which I really love these tights too.
I love the fucking. I don't even know what the fuck.
The entrance jacket.
I like the whole fit. That's tough.
Yeah. And then the last one is Crown Jewel. Now, again, I'll go first. This is my choice, the Crown Jewel one. I love all the neon colors together, throwing in the cheetah print a little bit. I liked this jacket the most out of all of his stuff because even though it's crazy and wild, it was a little bit more toned down than the other ones, which were kind of going a little bit overboard for me. This was more of a jacket that I could see him wearing more, But though I don't know, those neon colors on those tights are they're hitting for me.
Yeah.
So this is my choice.
Con, what's your choice?
The third picture.
Okay, so
that's tough. That is tough. The color scheme, the jacket. I think that shit is hard, bro. That's without question. That's my pick, and it goes with the belt too, bro.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. It definitely. I didn't even think about that. It goes with the belt really nicely.
That one goes
with the belt really nicely.
That one's like that one's the most mild to me, and the Pepto.
I agree.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. But pick number 3, that shit's fucking. That should look crazy, bro. I like that a lot.
So wait, what happens if we all pick a different thing?
I was thinking about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, we got to narrow it down. We got to make a choice here.
So that's not going to happen because I'm picking Crown Jewel.
Oh, really? Crown Jewel too?
Right.
Wait, no, if you're going with Crown Jewel, that's the winner because I picked Crown Jewel.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I was joking.
Oh.
But for the record, I wish we saw this logo of his more. because we never see this fucking logo. I think it's on his belt, but like in his on the screen and everything, I don't see it. But like this logo's so hard, and this just reminds me of like a '90s carpet. You know what I mean? Like
there's something very Lisa Frank about those tights.
Yeah, bro.
I like
it's
it.
So sick. Like I don't even care about the jacket like that. It's really those pants, bro. It's really those pants.
Yeah, I love the pants.
Yeah. So definitely Crown Jewel.
Well, this is the one, Crown Jewel. All right.
Lisa.
All right. So MJF at All In gets a bye into the 32, and Seth from Crown Jewel also gets a bye into the 32. So now we go to the three of us are going to each draft 10 from the looks that were chosen to go in. So
I think Khan went last for the comedians draft, right? So I think it should be between me and Ham.
Sure.
I will concede to you, Nick. I will let you have the first pick.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate
no problem.
that. That means Ham, whenever we do another bracket, you will definitely go first.
Okay.
I do have my first pick.
Okay.
Hambone for show purposes, it is all the way at the bottom. It is John Moxley at Wrestle Kingdom 18.
Okay. Very good
That
pick.
shit
Now,
is so hard.
The reason I put this on here personally, I love because I am a huge fan of Red Hood, and that is what he was doing here with a little Red Hood tribute.
Yeah.
This,
it felt like
this is a
Batman
cool
Beyond.
fucking mask.
It felt like Batman Beyond to me too. That's what it kind of
it does. Yeah, gives that. Yep.
That's
that
was
eye
kind of
part,
when I was looking at it, and so I was like, man. And then that jacket with the red spray paint on there is just so like I would wear that jacket like around, like, and then just like I wish Mox did a little more of this stuff. I know it's not really his thing, but like this shit right here is fire. Yeah, so that's definitely my number one right there.
Okay. All right, so mine. Let me take a look here because I really didn't even put mine in order. I just chose like 15, just in case. But I think I know what my top ones are.
I had that Seth and Crown Jewel as my second pick. If like we had done it, and then I looked at the, I was like, oh shit, we got to find a buy. So I was like, fuck. But that was my number two right there. So my number one, number two, they're already in here. So that's really nice.
So I think that my first pick is going to be. Come on.
Get it up there.
Well, no, I don't. Slides can be weird sometimes when we're doing this and we have a lot of them. Like it'll just move to a slide that I'm not clicking on. Yeah. But here's my first pick. My first pick is going to be the House of Black and All In. Yeah. Again, the white. But there's just so much going on here. The white and gold is just cool as fuck. I mean, I wish I had put in a photo just of Julia so that we could get a close up. Like her makeup is cool as fuck. She's got this thing around her eye that's kind of hanging off. Just they went all out with this one. No pun intended.
No, they did.
But yeah, and especially again, you're not really thinking you're gonna see the House of Black in white. So this is like a stark contrast to what they're usually wearing. It's
like white and gold too.
Yeah, it's white and gold. I just love it. It looked great. Very cool fucking look. With this, that means that House of Black is now off the table for you guys if you were to choose their other options because they were on here a couple times. So, Con, who is your first pick?
I'm gonna rock with Kenny Omega Collision October 28th. Yeah, that one stood out to me. I don't know if he ever said what the inspiration of the fit was. I don't know. If he did, I didn't hear it. But to me, just off like the little feathery shoulders, again, I bring up One Piece. I'm a big One Piece fan. If this was supposed to be a tribute to Don Quixote del Flamingo, well done.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I'm rocking with Kenny. He's my first pick.
Ooh, that's tough.
There you go.
That's tough.
Kenny was on my list. This look was on my list.
That's probably the best outfit he's ever worn in AEW.
I agree. I think that Kenny's tights can be a little weird sometimes. There's a lot going on. They're very, very like video game centric, but half the time you can't even tell what's really happening on them or what the design is. But this one was it was toned down a little bit.
Yeah.
So that you could actually tell what was going on. But also it was what's the word I want to use? I don't know. There was something bigger about it, because you also don't really see Kenny come out with entrance gear a lot, you know. So he came out with the, you know, especially not in AEW, you know, in NJPW, New Japan, he would do that a lot. But I feel like this is one of the few times in AEW we saw him come out with an entrance jacket. So good pick, Con. Good pick.
Yeah.
So
just
you
to go over the rules again, right? If I pick a singles person that's in a group, I can also pick their group, right?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Then I want to go with Blackpool Combat Club at All In.
Okay. Now here, my thing about this look is, I'm annoyed because I could not find good pictures anywhere of this. I looked for months for good pictures of this and couldn't find it. So this is the best you're getting with the picture.
That's fine. I'll take it. I knew what it's like. It's almost a turtleneck they're wearing under that suit jacket with the long like jacket, and it's just like they're showing up business first right there, man. Yeah. They were all wearing that shit, man. Like literally all three of them look awesome in this fit. Like it's crazy. Yeah. Like, because Yuta really don't be dressing like that, and Yuta was killing this shit too. Yeah. Like that would really was like, okay, I gotta pick this one.
Side note, has nothing to do with this, and I don't really want to like get into it, but where is that fucking nerd Yuta? You know what I mean?
Not been around.
He's a champion now. It's been like
I haven't seen him in a while.
I feel like
champion though. Is he?
He's the Ring of Honor pure champion.
Oh, how many times are you gonna give that to him?
He's in his third title reign. He has won it the most of anybody.
That's nuts. That he owns that record right there. It's a little insane. But
fucking cardboard personality, Wheeler Yuta.
Good for him.
All right, so my next pick, once I get to it, because you got to go slow with slides, or else it doesn't want to work with you.
I'm glad you're seeing the production side of it, because man, was I struggling when I was doing it. Because I also had like a shitty computer while I was doing it too, but that shit was just on my nerves the entire show. So thank you very much for doing this for us, because I did not like it. Like I like putting the slides together and all that stuff, but I don't like running.
Right. Yeah. So my second pick is Damian Priest from Money in the Bank. He's given big Undertaker vibes with this entrance gear, and I love it. Damian, and again, so now Damian is off for you guys because he's on here like 3 or 4 times because this man just keeps putting out cool ass gear after cool ass gear. So,
for sure.
This guy, his gear is always hitting, especially since he joined Judgment Day. And he's really leaning into that. Sure. Yeah,
I was not too big into Damian before Judgment Day, and so like him and Judgment Day is such a 180.
Yeah,
like, him being like Bad Bunny's partner was cool, but like that was it. Like it wasn't, you know. But especially like fit wise too. Like he's like black and purple, man. They're all rocking that shit.
Yep. So that is number 2 for me.
All right, Con.
My number 2 pick, Montez Ford, Elimination Chamber.
Shout out to Montez, bro.
He had that shit on, boy. He
was a little further down my list, but man, did he fucking rock that shit, man.
The colors, the primarily like black. I'm gonna assume that Bianca was the one that like made.
She did say that she made this gear for him.
Had to be, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, man. He bodied this.
Yep. And Montez, do us a favor and have Bianca wear everything. She probably does actually, but more shit like this, please, because this is a year ago. like this is a year ago. You know what I mean? Like this needs to be like what he does. You know,
this is one of those ones where like as soon as we saw, all 3 of us immediately text each other. Was like, oh shit, look at that jacket right there.
That
Yep.
jacket is tough, bro.
Yep.
The jacket, like alone, is tough. Like he just
Yeah.
be wearing that over jeans and a t-shirt, and I'd be like, that jacket.
Yeah.
And this is when Montez. I don't know if y'all noticed. Montez has gotten like jacked as fuck.
He
You know what I
has.
mean?
He's put on a lot of muscle in the past year or so.
And I think this is when he had around the time he started putting on more muscle, man. Like he just looks great.
Have y'all watched any of that show? I haven't watched any, but I want.
I
haven't
haven't.
saved
I'm
on,
probably
like-
going to, but I haven't yet.
I have it saved. I want to check it out.
Yeah, I want to watch it. I just haven't got like me and Kat are deep into Walking Dead universe right now. So
Well,
we're
Wait,
like,
what part? What
you're
part? 'Cause
getting-
I'm
listen.
watching Walking Dead right now too.
are you really? Oh shit! So we're not in Walking Dead right now, but we're on. We started Fear of the Walking Dead. We got through like 4 seasons of that, and then we just kind of got like a little bored with it right there. But we know it's about to ramp up, so we're gonna jump back into that at some point. But we're watching Tales of the Walking Dead, which is just like a 6-part series of just kind of random stories within the universe. We just finished that, so then that was crazy. They did like some paranormal shit in that shit, and like you're just kind of learning a bunch of other shit that goes on within the universe of Walking Dead. And then they also just released 3 new shows spinning off of Walking Dead, so we're about to start those as well. So we're deep into Walking Dead, the whole universe right now.
So I watched Walking Dead before, and I fell off. Like not because I wasn't interested, I just kind of fell off and didn't revisit it. And I don't remember where I stopped at, but where I'm at right now, as I rewatch it, they just linked up with Homeboy from Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh, okay. So you're
they're
still
in Virginia right now, trying to see what's going on with his family and shit. So that's why I'm right.
Yeah. Okay, so you're still like at the hospital area.
Sort of, kind of.
Are you out of the hospital yet, or are you still in the
What's her
hospital?
name? What's her name? The blonde hair chick. She just
Maggie's
passed
sister.
away. Maggie's little sister. She just passed away.
Damn. Okay, yeah, you're right there. Okay, bet. Yeah, so
Spoilers.
you're fucking in for it, bro. Yeah.
Did you plan on watching the show, Ham, or not?
What's that?
Did you ever plan on watching the show, or do you care?
No, I don't care. I watched the first. My wife and I watched the first 2, I think maybe 3 seasons of Walking Dead, and then we dropped it. We weren't interested in it.
My family used to watch it when I was like a kid, when it was coming out like every Sunday or whatever it was. I was not a zombie person. I'm not a zombie person at all. I do not
neither.
like that shit. So like it's just played out to me, right?
Me too.
This show past once you get past the fact that it's like zombies and shit going on, it's really not about the zombies. Like
A lot of the story past the zombie shit pretty interesting.
Right.
Yeah, the zombies are just kind of there. Like it's just part of the like kind of the environment. It's not really what you're watching it for. So like that was always kind of my turn off to it. It's like I'm not into zombies. But when Kat was watching it, she was watching like next to me, and I kind of just started watching with her. And boy, am I fucking into it now.
It's pretty.
Well, listen, we can all get into Montez and Bianca, but you're both watching Love Is Blind first.
Yes, for sure.
That's what you're doing.
I'm gonna peep it.
All
right, Nick.
So like this area of my list is a little like it's not really in order. So I'm trying to figure out which one just based off of my own memory.
They're really good. So it has like avocado filling.
I'm gonna do and shout out to her because she killed it the other day. Tiffany Stratton and Elimination Chamber.
Iffy time.
Iffy time.
Iffy time.
And I mean that literally just joined the list here, like yesterday. But when I saw, I mean, shoo, let's go, bro. Like that fit is fire. Like yeah, like it's a good color scheme, bro. Like it goes with her hair, which is even crazy. Like
it gives me 2000 pop star vibes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah. It's definitely
sure.
on some like bubblegum pop song with this fucking outfit.
It does like she's been since the Barbie movie came out. She's been doing like a lot of Barbie's type stuff.
What
And it's
they call it,
definitely
Buff
giving Barbie.
Buff Barbie.
Yeah.
That's
like
that's and
Yeah.
Kat likes her a lot too, which is even crazy.
Kat likes Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, Kat likes Tiffany Stratton. So yeah,
Listen, you can say whatever. Like Tiffany is probably, the woman that WWE's been waiting for. She has that diva fucking, model look to her, but she can fucking go, man. And she got real good in a real short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going out there. She wasn't into wrestling. She was a gymnast. And a year and a half, 2 years into her career, she's going out there into a fucking Elimination Chamber match. One of the most brutal matches have,
She whooping
and
ass.
just going out there and killing it. So
That's true. I didn't even think about that. That she's kind of like the best of both worlds. She's new and like kind of old school because she is like kind of that. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
package.
old heads should like her, man.
Yeah. Good
Shout
pick.
out
Good
old
pick.
heads.
Good pick.
Nice.
So my next pick is
Leave my watching ball. She literally
is
yes.
coming.
Who
It's
is
coming. It's coming. My
Where
third
is she?
pick is Swerve Strickland and all
yeah.
in.
That was one of my picks.
First off, I mean, if nobody knows, you know, the jacket is cool, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
But the jacket is actually a throwback. Because Prince Nana, you know, he has the embassy. Well, Prince Nana led the embassy in Ring of Honor as well.
Yeah.
And the crown jewel, the main guy of the embassy, was Jimmy Rave, who is no longer with us. And this was Jimmy Rave's entrance jacket when he was in the embassy.
I did not know that.
But more than that, the tights are cool as fuck. I love that, you know, Swerve's putting his own face on there. You know, I just, you know, the I don't know if it's blood dripping or what, but I tried to get good pics of the tights themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Swerve himself is a drip. So yeah, Swerve.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Definitely
Garments
on the list.
Oh, here he comes.
Yeah.
You know what time it is.
No, it's he's hungry. He's hungry. And he doesn't, it's not registering to him that Sheila's in the kitchen.
We're all hungry, Finn.
Yeah. So he's just looking at me and like, yeah, you're gonna feed me.
Con,
We all got problems.
your next pick.
Jay
number
Cargill,
3.
Royal Rumble. Jay Cargill.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, nice,
Son
nice.
of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Because that was on my list.
Yeah. I don't think I had. No, there's Jay's not written down.
Oh, yeah. Jade, another one. Always has great
Yeah.
gear.
Yeah,
Great
for sure.
She looks fantastic, bro.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Silver's the shit, man. Everything when she does like silver white area of like
Platinum.
clothes. Because when I think she was doing like green for a while.
Yeah.
Like when I think her hair was green.
Yeah.
AEW, and I was like, it's
Yeah.
cool,
The
but it's just
platinum
like,
white looks way better
the
on her.
platinum and white is just
Yeah.
so nice.
And I like the spikes. I don't know what, you know, I don't know if she was going for like a tribute to something here, but the spikes on the jacket are cool. So
Yeah, it looks like broken mirror shit.
Yeah.
You know, like
which she did that a lot in AEW too.
Yeah, she did.
All that,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen this fit before.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've seen it in WWE.
Good pick, Con. Good pick.
Very good
Good
pick.
pick.
Good lord.
I am debating whether I want to go next. You know, I'm just gonna this is a fucking system pick, but he needs to be in here.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes, WrestleMania 39.
Okay.
It's not like the most extravagant thing for Cody Rhodes, but it is. It's a little much. It's a little more. It's a little more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little
I
more
love it.
than usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little more than usual. Like he's always kind of wearing something like this, but this
Some
is more
variation.
like
Yeah.
this is like Michael Jackson meets Cody Rhodes right here. Like this
Now,
is
Cody-
like the shoulder pads and everything.
Cody has claimed that him and his gear maker did not know who Homelander was, which I'm calling bullshit on that.
God, no, about that
I'm
one.
calling bullshit on that. But
You're lying to yourself, bro. Right there.
but this is definitely
way.
like the closest to superhero
Yeah.
Homelander that he has worn. All of his stuff kind of resembles that, but then this
Yeah.
one is just like over the top. This
No.
is like this says like this is given to me like superhero celebration event. You know, this is the
Yeah.
superheroes dress up attire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
right.
this is the superhero. This is the attire that the superhero is winning to go get an award from the mayor or something. You know what I mean?
He's got to wear something a little more spruced up.
Yeah, yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
This is his no jeans allowed attire.
yeah.
Bro, there's
This
no
is
way.
this is a superhero's black tie.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, there's no way Cody Rhodes and that dude don't know who Homelander is. That's
Listen,
such a
Yeah, I'm calling cap on that, bro.
I'm calling cap on it too.
I'm not buying
That's
it.
such a
I
cap,
am
bro.
too.
Yeah,
I am
bro.
too.
Like, you have at least seen like a meme of this dude, bro. Or
Yeah.
something.
Now, I mean, his gear maker is an older woman.
Okay.
But I'm still calling Cap that she didn't see Homelander.
It's still,
Okay,
it's still Cap.
no.
Yeah, you're telling me Cody, nor Brandy, nor nobody he's been around has
Get the
seen
fuck outta
Homelander
here.
and put the two to two together? Come on, man.
And especially because Cody has, he has said in the past that he is like a comic book superhero guy. So you're telling me you didn't know, Cody?
I'm not letting him get that one off.
No. I don't believe you, brother. Normally, when it comes to Cody, I'm like, this guy is as honest as it comes. But here, no, you're lying.
That's a big old fat lie right there.
So my next one, my number 4, I believe, right? Nick?
We are number 4, yes.
Okay, so my number 4 is
Ooh.
Rhea Ripley at Payback, her China tribute gear.
Yep.
She looked good too.
I mean, Rhea always got great gear. We're not going to talk about yesterday
She
because
killed that, bro.
I don't need to lose all the blood to my brain. But
Like shit.
but China always had cool gear. Obviously, China was a huge influence on Rhea, and this was like China but stepped up.
Yeah, for sure.
This was China with a little bit of a metalhead influence in it. So Rhea, my number 4.
That's good.
Con,
That's good.
you are next.
You ready, fellas?
Why do I keep doing that? Yep. Oh,
You
boy.
ready, the boys?
Oh,
Naomi,
Got the
Elimination
slides.
Chamber.
Who?
Naomi, Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
This past Elimination Chamber, right? Yeah.
So that means that she is out as Trinity from TNA as well.
No Trinity.
She was on here again.
Yeah, she was.
Very Shigo from Kim Possible, if you ask me.
I didn't even see that. It is.
Very Shigo to me.
You're right. Fuck yeah. That's very
I
Shigo.
could be wrong. because Shigo didn't have flames on her outfit, but this just gave me big Shigo vibes.
Yeah.
She looked tremendous.
Yeah, I really like this gear. It was really fucking cool. Even it's not even like big, like just this little simple N, on her chest. I don't know. There was something just cool about this. It was almost so simple.
Green is her color.
That they made it cool.
Green's definitely her color.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And I love that she's always doing something with her wigs now too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you see her when she was at the Super Bowl?
No.
Nah.
Oh yeah, with the Niners thing.
Yeah, the Niners in her fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find that photo and send it to you. She was literally with like Bailey.
Oh, I did see that with Bailey and Britt Baker and
Britt Baker.
Mercedes.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah.
First of all, that's a fire moment that fucking tribalists don't get to enjoy.
That's
That
cool.
fucking shit is fire. Like
Right.
to see all 3 or 4 of them hanging out and
That
going to
was
the
cool.
Super Bowl together is so cool.
Just see a bunch of workers from different companies not buying into that bullshit and hanging out and supporting each other.
Yeah, that's just so
that shit was
cool. Yeah.
Nick.
All right. Let's go with. I really like this pick. Edge on SmackDown on August 18th.
That was my pick too.
Okay.
Yeah.
The white
that
joint?
shit. Yes, that shit is fuego. I liked his WrestleMania thing, just not as much as
Not as much as the all
Sure.
white. That shit was flame.
Can you show his WrestleMania one too when we talk about it?
When I get there.
It's really good. It's not as great as this white that we got.
Right.
I mean, it's just
gotta be up here.
yeah, it's fine. We're giving you a number help.
Probably would.
Okay,
And I should have thought of that beforehand, but here I'm at it.
that's a lot of things to write down though.
Yeah. Here is his WrestleMania gear,
See, that's just so
which I loved.
crazy.
Cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Cool as fuck. And a lot of it was also the entrance, the Brood entrance coming up from the bottom and shit. That was cool too. But
fire.
yeah. Nick's
But
pick
is this.
Yeah.
his final WWE match.
Mhm.
Damn, that was his final WWE match.
Yeah. Again, white gear, bro.
White gears.
White gear just hits.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah. No, this is
this is
just and like I think what it is too is like when I was going between the two, because I knew I wanted to get Edge on here because both of these are so good. I think it's just like this is more Edge to me. Like this is more him.
Sure.
Like we're like that scene. Like it's very Brood. It's very his. Like that character of it.
Sure.
But like this is so like I can see a couple other guys wearing that silver mask, like Andrade or like even like Bad Bunny wearing that fucking thing would be pretty fucking crazy. But with this is so Adam Copeland.
And can I ruin something about that WrestleMania gear real quick?
Oh god, go ahead.
You can buy that mask on Wayfair.
No, you cannot.
Yep.
Oh, I think you showed us that.
He just bought it.
Yeah.
He just ordered it online.
I'm not mad.
Anybody can get it.
That's so funny.
Anybody can get it.
Hey, he took advantage. Funny. He took advantage, boy.
Hey, it worked. It was cool.
So.
All right, Con.
That's you, Ham.
Oh, it's me? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to hate this one, but that's okay.
Why?
Let's hear it.
Hold on. Hold, please.
Buddy.
I didn't really hate anything that's on here. I mean, there's some where I'm like, I'm not going to pick it. But I didn't hate anything on here.
Okay, so my next pick is, this is number 5.
Yep.
The Young Bucks at Full Gear.
Really? I lied. I did hate something on here.
Yeah, I figured, but that's okay. I just think these are cool. I like the faces on it. I like how they have each of them on each of their legs. Again, white gear, just hitting. I love the Lakers colors. The purple and the yellow together. Everything on this attire pops to me.
See, that purple doesn't really pop as much as I would like it to be.
Yeah, it could use more purple. Sure.
Like I think it'd be a lot better. But if this makes out of the first round, I'll be surprised as hell.
Yeah, well, fuck both of you, okay? You're going to vote against it because you hate the Bucks, okay? And that's fine. But I'm putting them on here because I'm a fucking Bucks fan, and I'm not going to turn against them like you fucking people on the IWC.
Listen, I like the Young Bucks, but I love CM Punk.
Hey,
I never turned against the Bucks. I was never really into the Bucks.
There was fault on both sides, sir.
Hey, I don't care. I'm a stand. Don't care.
All right, you're next, Con.
Dominic Mysterio, WrestleMania 39.
Oh,
damn it!
Okay.
My next.
Yeah.
Now, this was not only a cool gear, but a hard fucking entrance too.
Mm-hmm.
An entrance that was too hard for Dom Mysterio, if I do say so myself.
Mm-hmm.
But coming in the police car, handcuffed, wearing
a
version of his father's mask.
He knew what time it was. He knew what time it was.
He definitely did.
Yeah, man. This was I mean, come on.
Again, these fucking Mysterios, man.
Bro. They know what they're doing.
He looks like his dad in that fucking mask. It's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's all just a mask, but like his facial features, exactly Ray. Like,
I mean, Ray has he's almost 50, and you see him without his mask. The dude still has a very boyish face. He always has.
Very young face.
Yeah, he does.
No.
Yeah. And that jacket's fire too.
I'm doing that, Nick.
You
know what? Taking that out of the studio, so I don't mess it up anymore.
I'm gonna go with, and as soon as I find it, I'll let you know what it is. Slide 4, Charlotte at WrestleMania 39.
Oh wow, okay. I
genuinely like Charlotte's always wearing something, but this was so different that I really liked this.
Okay.
Especially from her.
I did like the big puffy coat kind of entrance. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
First of all, WrestleMania 39 is already on here like 4 times. Yeah.
Hey, people go out all out at WrestleMania with their gear, man.
Cannot wait to see what people come out with.
Yeah, this year's gonna be crazy.
This was with is it Rhea?
Was it Rhea?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that was a good match too.
Is this where she won it? Rhea won it here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Goddamn.
I'm next, right?
Yes, you are, sir.
This is what, number 6?
You are on number 6, yes, sir.
Okay. So I am going to pick, and I'm kind of just running it with this right now, and you'll see what I mean when I get there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we said that we could not pick the same person more than once, but if they were in a group or a tag team and they were on here, we could still choose them. So
that's correct.
I am going with the Judgment Day of Survivor Series.
Nice.
Again, white gear.
Mhm.
Everybody's wearing white gear. But Rhea, with this Edward Scissorhands look she was doing with her makeup and the hair was cool as fuck. I think this is where JD debuted his Judgment Day cut, his leather vest, and I like his vest. It's really cool.
Okay.
Finn's looking like a gangster here. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And Dom is too. Dom's looking like he's about to mess somebody up.
Yeah, that mask on Dom is hard.
Yeah. I think that's when he wore like his entrance coat. I don't know what to call it. It's like that, Mexican cowboy thing. I don't know what they're called.
Bandito.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Bandito. Yeah.
So yeah, I've got Judgment Day, I've got Rhea, and I've got Damien on my team. So I'm going hard with Judgment Day.
You are.
Yeah.
Although you did take Dom from me, Con.
Shit. Yeah. All right, Con.
Will Ospreay, all in.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Will Ospreay was on here twice, so we'll take a look at his other gear. Guys.
Ospreay at what? Sorry, what was it?
All in.
All in.
All in.
Right, for free. So we do that shit for free.
Got it.
Dead silence. Always good for a podcast.
Banter.
Yeah.
Banter,
Haha.
banter.
He.
I'm gonna grab
And not only that, I was going the wrong way.
Hey, man. Where is it?
Yeah. So
I think it's at the bottom.
yeah. So how do you like that? How do you like that, viewers? Huh? How do you like
34.
that? 34. There you go. This guy.
Hey, I got a co-produce
Team
on
effort. All right. So this is the look that we did not choose. This cannot be chosen now.
No.
Will Ospreay at Wrestle Kingdom 18. He's huge in Assassin's Creed, so he did a little Assassin's Creed thing, which is cool, but I'm also looking at that middle picture, and it's very neckbeardy. It's coming off a little neckbeardy. Coming off a little neckbeardy. So this is not what we went with.
The hat and the blade.
Yeah, the hat, especially the tip of the hat.
He's really doing
the tip of the hat.
lady.
Yeah, my lady. It's giving my lady.
Yeah.
My lady.
So,
That's wild.
So instead, Con picked the all-in gear, which I love too. I love that he stitched all of the names of all the companies he worked for in the coat. Very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Not much needs to be said about this fit. We've already been said how we feel about the all white gear, but I also like that he's got the flag on the. Is that
his cape?
Cape,
yeah.
That's tough.
Yep. Yeah.
Very nice.
Nicholas.
You know what's funny? I did not have Will on my list. I was not really too impressed with everything that we have on this thing. I was not too impressed with the choices that we have for Will this year. Hambo, I am sorry, but I am going to pick another Judgment Day person and take it away from you. I'm picking Finn Balor at Money in the Bank.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. This look was a sleeper look, and I didn't think that anybody was going to choose it because I remember when this happened, we all talked about it. You guys didn't seem to be into the mask. I thought the mask was cool.
The mask is like not the part of this fit that I like the most.
Sure.
I will say that it definitely goes with it. But I think that jacket is really what's like, because I've shitted on Finn's other jackets before, like that whatever jacket he wears with like the tiger stripes or whatever it is not good. I don't like it at all. But this jacket where it looks a little velvety, I think it is.
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
And then the mask more under the hood, I think is better. I think it all looks better when he has the hood up. But this is definitely up there for me. So I'm definitely getting that in there. That's my number 7.
Nice. Yeah. So my number 7 will be another recent one. And I am going to go with Becky Lynch at Elimination Chamber yesterday. I love the look, the big shoulders, but I love, Scott Hall, one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, and this was a little tribute gear with the blood drip and all that. So
cool.
Love that.
Yeah.
But this was giving big time Bex again when she had really cool fucking gear. So yeah, Becky's my number 7.
Oh yeah. All right, Con.
Zelina Vega, Royal Rumble.
Nice.
Oh, you went with the Rumble one.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I think that was also kind of the one I was on the fence
All right,
about.
so-
I like the other one better, but
The backlash
Zelina.
one. The backlash one is great, but
That's what it is.
a lot of people don't know this. I'm a lifelong Street Fighter fan.
Okay.
So this was refreshing to see because she does
Okay,
he does the cosplay.
This is the look we are not going with. We all love the backlash gear.
so fire.
What?
Yeah,
Con's pick. The jury.
that's true.
Street Fighter cosplay.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
All right. So
Yeah.
I am next, number 8, correct?
No, that's me.
Oh, it's here. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Handball's all over the place.
I don't fucking
He
know
wants
what
to
I'm
get
doing,
his
man.
picks in there.
He's ready to draft.
I might be Mike A, but I don't fucking know what I'm doing, bro.
No, he said from the beginning he was ready to draft, boy.
That's true. He
I
did
told
say
you.
that.
He
Yeah.
can't play.
There were illegal things being discussed about this draft beforehand
Yeah, that's true.
that we're not going to say on here.
Not on air.
Our group chat's not allowed to get leaked. So if anyone gets our phones taken away, we all have to burn our phones.
Yeah.
This is another system pick. I just feel like he's supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
Logan Paul, WrestleMania 39.
Okay. All
The
right.
blue and yellow.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Got a lot of WrestleMania on this
Yes, we
year's
do.
MadDrip.
But I mean, that's most likely how it's going to be for every MadDrip we do. Even with the Prime bottle with fucking KSI in the
That was
Prime
funny.
bottle.
That was so funny.
Like the level of fucking awesomeness that this match was, and then just this, and then he come in on the high wire and everything like that.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels did.
He did. He Shawn
Yep,
Michaels.
yeah,
did.
exactly.
Yep.
So-
He WrestleMania 12'd it.
Yep. So he fucking brought that shit going. Yeah, this is hard with the sunglasses, all that.
Yeah.
All right, Hambone.
This is number 8, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so number 8 for me.
I'm running
is
out
going
of
to be-
choices, so
Oh,
you guys better
boy.
not take my choices.
Oh boy. Number 8 for me is going to be
Nice.
Io Sky Crown Jewel.
Nice.
Now, we talk about Crown Jewel, we're talking about Saudi Arabia. And every time the women go there, they have to cover up from head to toe, which is some bullshit. Let's
It
just
is,
put it out
but-
there that, this podcast thinks it's some bullshit. But the past couple years, knowing that they have to do this, the women have really been stepping it up with like their one pieces that they're wearing for this. And this was just what Io's wearing here. I feel like I could see somebody wearing it out, and it's a cool, just out on the street.
That's true. Yeah.
And it's a cool outfit.
Yeah.
And
I,
Io's always got cool entrance jackets, with the hoods and everything like that. So Io's on there for me.
Yeah, I'm really glad the days are gone of them just kind of wearing T-shirts.
Yeah.
Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia, because
Yep.
like that shit just made no sense to me. And I always thought they could do this type of shit. Like I think Bailey had a really good Crown Jewel thing.
Yeah.
It's either this
They
year or
all had
last
cool
year.
ones. Asuka had a fucking cool one.
So, like
this
they
year.
all had really cool ones in the last couple of years, especially. So it's like, I'm really glad they were able to get that going. But yeah, this is a good one.
Con.
Deonna Purrazzo, Impact Victory Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was not sure about this one. I was not. I mean, I like the walk up gear, but I wasn't too big on the in ring gear. I was not too big on that.
Okay.
I
mean, sometimes that's what it is, though. When we're looking at these looks, a lot of the times it's the entrance gear that's making the look.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, that's very true.
I mean, Deonna, to me, she's always got really good gear. even if you don't necessarily, like the design of it or whatever. But yeah, I mean, we all talked about this because she wore a version of this on AEW recently, and we all liked it. And I said, it's already kind of on there for Impact. But yeah, that entrance coat with the feathers and everything like that. Yeah. Deanna just gives off this whole virtuosa gimmick. She gives off like this high class kind of feel, and that's what that entrance gear is given.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
That was Deanna. Oh, it's me again. All right. I'm going to go with, I picked the son. I might as well pick the dad. Rey Mysterio, WrestleMania 39.
Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, because that was one of mine. And I'm going to be honest with you. You really fucked me up here, Nick, because now I don't have somebody else I picked. I've only got two more picks here.
Nick's a thief.
I'm a thief. Wrestler Ray he's up at the top more so. I feel like.
Yeah, I got it. Here we go. Now, very cool.
Great movie.
Coming out on the lowrider. And the other thing that was cool as fuck about it was the mask was a tribute to Great Muta, who was being inducted into the Hall of Fame this year.
He was.
So, yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Jacket hard, pants hard, boots hard, the mask is hard. The lowrider with Snoop is hard. It's all hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This should really be higher up on our list, but I just,
Yeah.
It definitely fell. I don't know why it fell, but it fell.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So my next one, and then I got to figure out a final pick.
Like shit. It's not a big list.
I thought it was a big list.
I mean, we had a big list.
No, I'm talking about narrowed down right now.
Oh, sure. Right.
Yeah.
All right. So my number 9 is Bryan Danielson at Wrestle Kingdom 18.
Sure.
Nice.
Cool gear. I love the dragon scales. I don't know what the heart thing was about on the back, but I thought it was cool. It's really cool when Bryan has entrance gear and gets like cooler, more upscale. I don't know if that's a good way to put it, but his gear. Sometimes he's just toned down a lot. He's just wearing a t-shirt out or something like that.
He just gives a fuck about the wrestling for the most part.
Yeah. So I love to see him give a fuck about the entertainment a little bit and come out with a cool jacket. So
that's true. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, Montez. Oh shit, I gotta fucking. Y'all better not steal my shit. I don't think you will, but.
Con. This is his final, correct, Nick?
No, Con's got this one, and then we all gotta go one more time.
Okay. All right, so this is your number 9, Con.
Yeah.
Humberto and Angel. Halloween.
Okay. Now this was a sleeper when I threw it on here because I thought it was fucking cool. I love Day of the Dead stuff. Yeah. So that's what they were doing with the masks, the whole Day of the Dead masks and all that. It was Halloween Havoc. The masks along with the skeleton jackets. They're just cool.
I like it.
They're just cool. I liked it.
Who's wearing the pants here in this relationship?
That is Humberto.
That's Humberto.
Humberto wears the pants.
I prefer the pants over the tights here, but but I do like that fit a lot. Yeah.
All right, Nick, your final pick.
I want to look over the thing one more time before I make this.
Yeah,
I have one more on my list, but I just want to make sure that I got it all. He's paid. I like this fucking one, but I don't want to pick it. Okay, I'm gonna just go with what I got on my list. Chris Statlander, All Out.
Okay.
Chris doesn't dress great a lot. So the fact that this is good, and I like her a lot, but this was really cool. And yeah, it's simple. It's not crazy, but it's cool because it's just it's different for her. I feel like,
and it was a tribute gear to the movie Zoolander. Statlander, Zoolander, get it?
I feel like she's a Stiller fan because she did like a dodgeball tribute.
Yeah, she did. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Those were one right after another. She did this, and then at
Nice.
the next one she did. Yeah, the dodgeball one.
I forgot about the dodgeball one.
All right, so my last pick.
Yep.
It was not on my list, but it is now. I'm gonna go with Andrade from the Royal Rumble. Love this entrance gear. The mask is cool as fuck with the skeleton finger crown or whatever. I just like the color scheme. The yellow, the silver, the black together. Yeah. So that's my number 10 that I wasn't expecting to pick.
Yeah. He looks a little stiff on the left right there.
He
He's
does.
about to fall over.
He's-
Like, those robots you see at like Universal Studios when they're just like, they're like the
these coats are heavy, bro. These coats are heavy. Okay.
But I do like that mask a lot. It's
Yeah.
way better than the fucking mask he was wearing in AEW because that thing was so generic in my opinion.
Oh, the black mask
Yeah.
or black skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that one's the Black Skull too, but I know what you mean there.
Yeah, it was just little like too like because he wore it all the time like it was something crazy and it really wasn't in my opinion.
Right.
But that's fine.
Con, your 10th and final pick.
Masha Slamovich, TNA Hard to Kill.
Oh, okay. All right. Again, another sleeper. Wasn't really sure if anybody would pick it. I'm a huge Masha fan.
I'm a killer.
But it was very rock star, with the red leather, the glasses.
Half of this
I like
is because Masha did have that shit on, but the other half is just because I think that Killer Kelly is an absolute baddie. But yeah.
I really like them as a team because
Me
I
too.
like both women,
Yeah.
but there's also something faintly sexual about it, which they're going for. That's what they're going for, I'm into it.
I'm into it.
So, all right. So those are our 30 picks. Nick, run them down real quick. I'm not bringing them up because that'd be a fucking mess right now. So why don't you just run down and then we'll look at them next week.
Yeah, we just say the names and not the entire thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just say, cons, here's cons 10, blah, blah.
Okay, so I had John Moxley, the Blackpool Combat Club, Tiffany Stratton, Cody Rhodes, Edge, Charlotte Flair, Finn Balor, Logan Paul, Rey Mysterio, and Chris Statlander. Hambone had House of Black, Damian Priest, Swerve Strickland, Rhea Ripley, Young Bucks, Judgment Day, Becky Lynch, Io Sky, Bryan Danielson, and Andrade.
Nice.
Khan had Kenny Omega, Montez Ford, Jade Cargill, Naomi, Dom Mysterio, Will Ospreay, Zelina Vega, Deonna Purrazzo, Humberto and Angel, and Masha Slamovich.
Yeah.
And then we are going to add them along with our 2 buys, which were Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel and MJF at All In. So this week, Nick is going to take all those. He's going to put them in his little bracketology machine, and he's going to, match them all up. And for the next 4 weeks, this is what we're going to do as part of the show. We're going to go head to head. They're all going to go head to head. We're going to choose until we decide who the winner, the best look of 2023 into the first half of 2024 is March MadDrip. So that's what we're going to do next week. In addition, next week we are also going to, since we are on right before AEW Revolution, we're going to give our predictions right up to the last minute. We're going to be the ones who have the best choices because we're going to have all the information
right before
this podcast right here. So join us next week, same time, 6 p.m., right before AEW Revolution. We're going to kick off the first round of eliminations for March MadDrip and do some AEW Revolution predictions. You two got anything else to say?
Hell no.
I have a job interview on Tuesday, so pray for me.
Oh, good luck, buddy.
I don't pray, but I got you.
You know what? You know what, Nick? Thoughts and prayers.
Thanks, man.
My thoughts, my T's and P's to you.
Got this.
T's
My
and
T's and
P's.
P's to you.
Got this.
So we hope you will join us next week. All of you pray for Nick, not just us, but you guys out there. You know,
Thanks.
send him good vibes and T's and P's and all that good stuff.
I would like more money. You know,
more money is always a good thing.
You want more?
I mean, I'll take a little more.
Really?
Just a little more. I like that. It doesn't have to be crazy amount. I just want a little more.
More money.
So it's just about the money for you, is what you're saying. I mean,
no, it's
we,
not.
you know, here we want somebody
No, it is
here
not.
who,
Listen.
you know, it's not just about the money. You know, we
Hambo,
want
look in
somebody
my
who
eyes.
cares about.
Hambo, look at my eyes. It is not about the money. We can talk about that off air, but it is not
Oh,
about
boy.
the money, my friend.
Oh boy. Oh boy. No.
That's
Wow.
right.
Let's not get too deep into here. You know,
No.
we do that. Sheila's gonna start calling me by my government name.
Do the stay
So,
kinky thing.
Let's not get personal in here. All right, so we'll see you next week. As always, keep it kinky, Marks.